Hello, my name is Serena, and this is going to be my first video in a segment of videos where we practice mindfulness and different forms of mindfulness, and we explore how each different sort of method to mindfulness could help support our daily functioning in many different ways. But before we kind of get into the activity part of these videos, I figure it's kind of important to all be on the same page in understanding what mindfulness is, what meditation really is, and the benefits that it could bring to our lives. So that's where we're going to start, and I hope that you stick with me through the rest of these series and we all kind of gain the benefits of using these practices and infusing these practices into our daily lives together. So I think the first question that's really important to ask ourselves before engaging in any of these activities is, what is mindfulness and why should you care in the first place? Mindfulness has become a really popular word in many different communities, but especially the mental health community in the past few years. And sometimes I think it could be brushed past as though that's something that people just say, but mindfulness practices are backed by a lot of scientific research that show us the improvements that mindful practices make in our daily functioning, our sleep, our relationships, our stress levels, our productivity, our stress levels, memory, and executive functioning. And a lot of these practices, especially meditation, actually show changes in the way our brains and the way our bodies work when encountering activities such as meditation and mindfulness. So I'm going to show you guys in a few minutes a few kind of pictures that demonstrate those effects on our bodies, because I think they've been really influential to me in my meditation mindfulness journey. The official definition of mindfulness, which I will put somewhere over here, goes something as a mental state achieved by focusing one's awareness on the present moment while calmly acknowledging and accepting one's feelings, thoughts, and bodily sensations. So practices like meditation, a lot of people say they have trouble with because they can't focus, or they have too many thoughts. But I'll show you later in this series that having no thoughts and no feelings while you're meditating or practicing mindfulness in any capacity is not the goal, and it actually doesn't help you achieve these benefits that they talk about. So that calm acknowledgement, that acceptance of your feelings, that awareness of your feelings, your body, how that affects your mood, and how you're reacting to these practices are really important. So let's talk about meditation for a few minutes here. So meditation is one of the most popular forms of mindfulness, and it has the ability to keep us grounded in the present, which can improve our daily lives. It can improve each moment in our daily lives, and then overall, over time, it improves the longevity of our lives. So not only can we feel the benefits of meditation through our attention, awareness, and mood, but as I said before, there are measurable differences in the brains of individuals who meditate and those who do not. So many studies have shown that meditation causes thickening of the cerebral cortex in areas associated with attention and emotions. And if you don't know much about the brain, that is okay. The kind of proof that I'm trying to focus us in on is that there are brain differences in brain scans, which actually I could put some right over here as well, that have shown that different areas in our brain respond physically to meditation, especially over long periods of time, that help us with our attention and emotions and our functioning. They have also seen a major increase in gray matter density in the hippocampus, which is the part of the brain that's associated with things like self-awareness, compassion, and introspection. So this is the part of meditation, the part of our brain that kind of helps support our relationships, our sense of self, our identity, our confidence, and things like that. And there have also been even more notable differences in the amygdala, which plays a huge role on how we handle stress and anxiety. So this is all to say that the more that you practice these mindful practices in meditation, it's scientifically proven by our brains that we will be able to handle stressful and anxiety-ridden situations better after practicing different methods of mindfulness or meditation for either long periods of time or short periods of time. I like to use mindful practices, and especially a sort of body scan meditation, which I will guide you through later in this series, before, a major event that I'm really stressed about, or if I'm doing homework and I feel a bit overwhelmed, or if I'm about to take an exam. It is really helpful, and I can really, really feel the difference on how my whole body just calms down, and I allow myself to acknowledge those feelings, and I really see the change it's brought to my life. So in this conversation of neuroscience and meditation, I think a lot of things could be sort of lost in translation if you don't really understand neuroscience too well. I'm not a neuroscientist, I'm just interested in it. But one concept that has really helped me understand the actual benefits of meditation and mindfulness is the idea of neuroplasticity. So neuroplasticity is understood as the brain's ability to change its structure and function in response to stimuli. So in this case, the stimuli would be meditation. So you could kind of think of it as like a workout for your brain. You're working out your brain with different meditation and mindful activities, and in response, your brain is building its muscles and building its connections to each other. So rebuilding these pathways in our brain strengthens our brain's ability to communicate with itself. So it's important for more than just survival. It really helps us live better, which is what mindfulness is all made to do. So an example of this that I like to explain to people or acknowledge for myself is that the two different sides of our brains do two different things.
My apologies. The left brain is a little bit more logical and analytical, while the right is more creative.
So when you practice things like meditation and mindfulness, not only do the two parts of your brain better communicate with each other, but its individual parts are being strengthened, and therefore each part of the brain is able to work more effectively and function in a better way that supports your daily life and your overall health. So I know we've been kind of talking a lot about meditation here, and I think when people hear mindfulness, they immediately jump right to meditation. But the truth is that there is so much more to mindfulness than just meditation. A lot of people, like I said before, feel like meditation is not for them because they just feel like they can't do it or they aren't good at it. And I hope within this series I can show you that you can do it and you are good at it. Meditation doesn't look like an hour of sitting still with no movement, no thought, no anything. It may look like that for some people who have practiced for a while, but for most people, it literally could be 2 minutes a day of paying attention to your breathing, of paying attention to your body. So yeah, you don't need to meditate every day for an hour or hours on end, or even 20 minutes a day to have all of these beneficial effects that I'm talking about. And you don't need to have a quiet mind for it either. I know I don't, and I love meditating. I think meditation is less about quieting your mind and more about paying attention to the things that you're thinking and just kind of letting them pass and having that ability to accept and move on at the same time. So really all you need is a few minutes and a willingness to try something new. But at the same time, you might be willing to try and it still might not be for you, which is okay. If you find that it's not for you, the great thing is that there's so many other ways to practice mindfulness to help you achieve these benefits. So you can practice mindfulness while you're writing a paper, while you're drawing, or while you're reading, while you walk, or while you eat, or while you shower, while you're talking to someone, or listening to music, or watching TV. And the watching TV is something that I recently started to integrate into my mindfulness practices because I do a lot of that. So I think my main point here is that mindfulness is more than just meditation, even though meditation is a great mindfulness activity, but it actually can be incorporated into your life in literally almost anything that you do, which is kind of really cool if you ask me. So a few ways that mindfulness practices can help benefit you going forward through these videos and even further throughout the rest of your life are as follows. It can help improve your mental health. So as I said before, mindfulness can help reduce anxiety and depression, and it can even help people cope with serious illnesses and different trauma disorders. And it also can help improve your mental stability. It could also improve your sleep. You could get better sleep, longer sleep, and better sleep quality, which I can attest to. So I have recently started incorporating mindfulness practices into my nighttime routine, and my quality of sleep has improved drastically, which has also improved my quality of life day to day. As I said before, it can be helpful in reducing stress. It can help people notice and deal with stressful thoughts and situations in a more kind manner to themselves, to, kind of avoid getting that overwhelmed feeling of stress and letting that kind of shut down the rest of your systems for the day. It can help improve your focus, improve concentration and attention span, and your memory. This kind of ties back to working out those brain muscles like we were talking about before. It can help increase empathy by, those neural networks that we're working out. It can help make people more sensitive to other struggles. So when, you're more in touch with yourself, and you're kinder with yourself, and you're softer with yourself, and you're working out those muscles in the brain that increase your empathy and working on that neuroplasticity, that kind of emanates outwards towards people. So it can make you a better friend, a better sibling, a better student, or just a better person in general. It can help improve your self-esteem. Many people who practice mindfulness report an increased sense of self-esteem, which I think is really important now in the world, as I know a lot of people struggle with their identity and their levels of self-esteem, as I have as well. It can help improve your relationship satisfaction and just your relationship functions in general. It can help improve your immune function. So it actually does more than promote mental well-being. It could promote your whole body immune health. As we talked about before, it increases that gray matter in the brain, which is involved in memory, learning, empathy, and emotional control. And as I've said a million times before, mindfulness can improve the quality of life for anyone, and even people who have chronic illnesses. So through these videos, I will guide you all through mindfulness and meditative practices to support you all in increasing your energy, lowering anxiety, and living better each day, while also promoting all of the following benefits that we just talked about. And the best part of all of this, as I said before, they're not going to be hour-long videos, they're not going to even be 20-minute videos, barely even 10 minutes. They're going to be between 2 to 5 minutes. So whenever you have a break within your day, if you're in school, between classes, at lunch, if you're at work, you could take 2 minutes during lunch or whenever you have a chance and watch one of these videos. And I hope that they support you in shifting your mood, supporting your brain health, and improving your quality of life, because, like I said before, scientific research says that they will. And I also want to note that I know right now can be a hard time for a lot of people. I know mindfulness and meditation becomes really even more important in my life as school is starting up again and work is starting up again, as I'm in school right now, and I know how stressful that could be. And it comes with, so many different responsibilities. So practicing short mindfulness activities throughout the day, as I've said, help me stay calm and centered and confident and focused, while also having a feeling of accomplishment, because I know that I'm doing something that's bettering myself and my brain health every single day. And so I hope with these videos that you can all feel that same sense of accomplishment and feel proud of yourself for doing something that's benefiting your health and also the people around you, because I am so certain that if you stick with these practices, that people around you will also notice changes in you and the benefits that come with mindfulness. So now that we have kind of gone over the benefits of mindfulness, I hope that if you follow along with these videos, which I hope that you all do, instead of just knowing the benefits in your brain and being like, yeah, that's cool, you could actually start to feel those benefits in your body and walk away with that sense of accomplishment each day, even if it's just those 2 minutes that you set aside for yourself to practice this, because it's bettering your brain health, your body health, your mental health, your physical health, and all the benefits that we talked about before. So in the true spirit of this video series, I say we close out this video with a quick breathing exercise. We're just going to do 3 deep centering breaths. So I'm going to find a comfy position for myself and put my hands on my knees, and my legs are crossed right now, but it's fine if they're on the floor. Just going to take 3 big deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth. And sometimes that's all it takes for me to feel a little bit more centered in my day. And if anything, I hope that you walk away with that same thing at the end of this video or the end of any subsequent videos that are to come. So thank you for tuning in with me today. Again, my name is Serena, and I'm so excited to do this with all of you guys. And I hope you have a wonderful day and a wonderful rest of your week. And I'll see you later this week or next week. Bye.